The sun had shifted round, and the mirrored windows of the Ministry of Truth, with the light no longer shined on them, looked grim at the lookable old fortress. His heart quailed before the enormous pyramidal shape. It was too strong. It could not be stormed. A sound rock bombs would not bury it down. He wondered. He wondered again for whom he was writing the diary. For the future, for the past, for an age that might be imaginary. And in front of him, there lay not death but alienation. The diary would be reduced to ashes, and himself to vapor. Only the thought policy would read that what he had written, before they wiped it out of existence and out of memory. How could you make appeal to the future when not a trace of you, not even an anonymous word scraped on a piece of paper, could physically survive? The telescreen struck Fortune. He must leave in 10 minutes. He had to be back at work by 14:30. Curiously, the chiming of the hour seemed to have put new heart into him. He was a lonely ghost uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. But so long as he uttered it, in some obscure way, the continuity was not broken. It was not by making yourself hard, but by staying sane that you carried on the human heritage. He went back to the table, dipped his pen, and wrote. To the future, or to the past, to a time when thought is free, when men are different from one another and do not live along to a time when truth exists, and what is done cannot be undone. For the age of uniformity, for the age of solitude, for the age of Big Brother, from the age of undouble-think greetings. He was already dead, he reflected. It seemed to him that it was only now, when he had begun to be able to formulate his thought, that he had taken the decisive step. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. He wrote, Thought crime does not entail death. Thought crime is death. Now he had recognized himself as a dead man. It became important to stay alive as long as possible. 2 fingers of his right hand were inkstained. It was exactly the kind of detail that might betray you. Some nothing zealot in the ministry, a woman, probably, someone like the little sandy-haired woman or the dark-haired girl from the fiction department, might start wondering why he had been writing during the lunch interval, why he had used an old-fashioned pen, what he had been writing, and then drop a hint in the appropriate quarter. He went to the bathroom and carefully scrubbed the ink away with the gritty dark brown soap, which rasped your skin like sandpaper and was therefore well adapted for this purpose. He put the diary away in the drawer. It was quite useless to think of hiding it, but he could at least make sure whether or not its existence had been discovered. A hair laid across the page and was too obvious. With the tip of his finger, he picked up an identifiable grain of whitish dust and deposited it on the corner of the cover, where it was bound to be shaken off if the book was removed. Where it was bound to be shaken off if the book was moved.